Hello everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel. I am Preeti. I hope you all are good. So in this today's video tutorial, I am going to tell you how you can create a new SharePoint list using list form. So here, like as we know, we can create a new SharePoint list by using a blank list or CSV or from Excel, or we can create a new list by using existing list. But here SharePoint provides a feature called list form where we can create a new SharePoint list form, and in the backend it will create a SharePoint list with the same name and the same columns. So let's begin where like how we can create it. So before this, let me show you one sample like I have created before. So here you can see help desk. This is a list form. So where I have created this one with all these columns, you can see issue description, title is the default column, I will tell you, and the category, assigned to, attachment, due date, status, and submit button you don't need to create it, it will create automatically. And whenever I created this form, list form, in the backend the one new SharePoint list has been created like this, you can see over here, and all these are the columns that is also created along with this list. Okay, so here like this one you can see the various type of columns, like you can see person column, choice column. However, you are creating a column, new column, custom column in the SharePoint list, inside the form also you can create a various data type of fields. Okay, and additionally, whenever you will use this form, if you send this form to any other employee or any other user, they will fill it, and once they will submit this one, it will create a new record inside this list as well. Okay, so now I will tell you step by step process that how you can create a new form, and behind the scene how it is creating, the SharePoint list is creating. Okay, so let's start. So wherever you want to create it, you need to go to the specific SharePoint site, and then in the home page you can see the new option. Just expand it. There are two various approaches that you can create a list form. One is list and second one is list form. So once you will click on list, so here you can see it will navigate to this screen, and here you can see there are various type of templates where you can create a new SharePoint list. As I wanted to create by using the form, so directly you will click on this second option, that is form, and it will navigate to this. Okay, this is the first approach, and the second approach, here you can see the list form. So here once you will click on the list form, it will direct navigate to this this screen, like where you can create a new form. So if you will use the first option, then it will redirect to that second screen where you need to choose the form. But if you will if you will choose this option, then you will navigate directly to this form. So here I will provide a new form name. So that is, you need to provide a unique name for this form. Okay, so first of all, I will just write the employee onboarding form or employee onboarding details, or just to keep it employee onboarding. Okay, so here I want to tell you one thing. So here, if you don't want to give a space into in the SharePoint list, then don't give, because it will, the URL will create %20. So if you want to give, then you can give, but the SharePoint list URL will be %20. Okay, and then second one is, if you want to show this list in the left navigation, here you can see site navigation, then you need to choose this option. If you don't want, then you can uncheck it, and once it is done, you can click on create. So now the form has been created. Okay, so once the form has been created, there you can see here it is coming untitled form. Okay, cause the form name you have not provided yet. So here you need to provide the form title first. So form title you can give same thing, employee onboarding form. Suppose I will give this one. Okay, so whatever you will provide the form name, it will create the SharePoint list name. Okay, so employee onboarding form, and you need to write some description. It is optional, it is not mandatory, so you can write as per your need, else you can skip it. Okay, so I will just write this list is used for employee onboarding. Okay, so I will just write this much, and here you can see by default the title column will by default the title column will be inbuilt column. Okay, as whenever we will create a new list, you can see the title field is by default it is appearing. The same thing whenever you are creating a new list form, the title will be a default column for it. Okay, if you want to rename it, you can just click on this and you can rename it. Suppose I want employee name I want to put. Okay, or yes, employee name I want to put, and then here you can see once you will click on this, suppose you don't want to show this title field in this form. Okay, then you need to click on these 3 ellipses, and then once you will click on hide, it will be hide in the form and as well as in the list. Okay, and then you can see once you will come out of that, you can see the name has been created, the name has been renamed like this. So same way, if you want to create a various type of field, you can see here the plus add new field will be there. Is whenever you are creating in a SharePoint list all the columns, you can see there are various type of data type of fields. So same way here also you can see various type of fields: single line, choice, number, date, multi-line, yes, no, person, whatever you want, you can click on that and you can create it. Suppose I will select another one. So suppose this one. So here I want to put the employee phone number. Okay, so once you will click on this phone number, here you can see if you want to add any description, you can add it. If you don't want, you can skip it. And also here you can see one option called required. That means if you want to put this column as mandatory, then you need to enable it. If you don't want, then leave it. So suppose I want this one phone number is mandatory field, so I will make it mandatory. Once you will come out of this one, or once you will click on the cancel, so here you can see employee phone number has been added over here in this form. Now suppose again I want to add another field that is called address. So for that one, I will just write address. I have taken multi-line of text and I have just provided the field name as address. Again, if you want to click on if you want to make this field as mandatory, then you can enable it, or else you can leave it. Okay, so same way, whatever the field you want, you can create. Suppose I will create a date field. So date field, I want joining date. If I will put, then if you want, you can put the description. Here you can select the date and time, as it has been already selected, so it no need to select anything. And also here it will ask you the include time. If you want to include time in along with the date, then you can enable it. If you don't want, then let it be disable. And also if you want to make it mandatory, then you need to required as enable. Okay, so now everything is done. Okay, joining date also created over here. So here you can see the joining date has been created. And also whenever you are creating a different new column, in the right side you can see here it is showing all the fields that you have created. Okay, apart from that, attachment is an inbuilt column. If you want, you can enable it and it will add like this. Okay, but if you don't want, you can disable it. And also if you want to select any theme of this form, then you can select over here. And also settings option will be there. If you want to notify, then you can enable it, or else make it like that. Okay, and also if you want to send this form to any other user so that they can fill the details and they can submit this record directly, it will submit into the SharePoint list. Okay, so now my thing is done. Okay, so now what I need to do, you don't need to save also, it will auto save. And then here you can see saved changes. Once everything is done, you can see over here. Or else whenever you are creating one field, that time it will be auto saving mode. So here you can see saved changes. Now if you want to preview this form, then you can directly click on preview button, and here it will show you the complete form. Okay, employee onboarding form. Okay, and here you can, as I told you already, like submit button I am not creating, it is coming by default. So here you just need to put something, like I will put Priti and then phone number I need to enter it. So I will just put something like 842, this one. So now 336410, and now if I want to put something address, then it will be multi-line text. So here you can see, and also you can make the length like this, resize the length, and the joining date I will put 10, and then once I will put it submit. So here you can see one confirmation, yes, thank you screen will appear, where you can see this one. Okay, your response has been submitted. And also if you want to submit another response, then again that form will come here, and where you need to enter the record, and then once you submit this one, behind the scene, in the list also the item has been created, like the item will create. If you will close this one, here you can see, once you will refresh this one list, here you can see your list has been created. If you can't see this list, okay, if you can't see this list, then do not need to worry. Here you can see the site content. You just need to click on it, and then here you can view your SharePoint list. Whatever the form name you have provided, the same it has been created the list with the same form name only. You need to search, and then you can redirect to list once you will click on it. Okay, and also here you can see I have created the record. So the same record, it has been stored over here. Employee phone number should be like here what you need to do, it is coming comma, but phone number should not be come with the comma. So for that one you can come over here and just disable this one. Okay, once you save it, and then here you can see the comma has gone. Okay, now the title field, there we have changed as employee name. Okay, but here you need to rename it because it will not reflect. Okay, so for that reason what you need to do, you just need to column settings and then rename. So as I provided in the form employee name, same thing you need to provide over here. Then only it will like change the title. Okay, so in this way we can create a new SharePoint list with all the columns by using the SharePoint list form. Okay, and also I have written the full article here in spguides.com. You can visit this link, and as well as I will put this link in my description box below. So here you can come and you can visit the details, like you can get more info about this one. If you really like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thank you and have a nice day.